Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Eve the Empath, and I'm here to deliver messages from Spirit. Right now, we have some cards laid out for our wonderful Aries, and we're going to go over what Spirit has in store for them today. I did start the video earlier, and I decided to keep the cards out here because we had already prayed over them, meditated over them, and I wanted to take the opportunity to just read them. I wanted to be able to get through it without making it a very long video. So again, we have for our lovely Aries, the Queen of Forces. We have the Scribe, and we have the Three of Keys in reverse. Again, like I've told you before, I do read from the book for some of these because I want to make sure that I get it to you correctly as Spirit has. Also, from our light soul messages, we are going to look at the soul journey. It's a number 9. We're going to look at the joy card, which is a 2 and a 7. 27 reduces down to the number 9. And then also we have divine feminine, which is a number 4. Some of you guys have some work to do on your soul's journey. Some of you guys are going in a certain direction. Spirit is leading you in a certain direction, and it's time for you to kind of take hold of that. So we're going to look at that a little closer. Also, we're going to look at the Akashic records and just see exactly what messages are meant for you today. This is going to apply to the Aries that have the sun. They're going to have it in their moon and maybe in their rising, and also some north node. One thing to keep in mind that this message is going to be general, so it's not going to apply to everyone. We want you to make sure to take what resonates with you, but if it doesn't, just leave it behind. You don't want to vibrate where you don't belong, right? So keep that energy where it needs to be, high vibrating, high energy, making sure that you're taking what you need, learn from what you need to grow through, and leave the rest behind. Let's get started. So we're going to start with the divine feminine. And I'm going to show you what that card looks like. It is a beautifully heart-centered card, right? In this card, you're imagining yourself being at the center of it. This is the center of your heart, divine feminine. And for those who aren't quite aware of the duality of what we are divine masculine, divine feminine. But our roles are so very different. So for those who are walking in a more masculine, a more energetic, a more logical perspective of life, it might be time to tap into your divine feminine, because in the divine feminine, that's where you're going to find your creativity. That's where you birth new things. That's where you birth your life's dreams. That's where you birth all of the things that you've kind of desired in your life, right? Kind of lines up with your soul journey. So when you're walking in your divine feminine and you have balance, then you're able to move effectively in your soul journey. And then last, you want to create that joy, right? We don't want you to be in a state of disarray. We don't want you to be in a state of discontentment, because that's not what the Creator has for us. Yes, there's going to be moments when we're up and there's going to be moments when we're down, but the overall goal is to create homeostasis in our life, is to create balance, harmony, right? We want to have a harmonious life, and in order to do that, we have to tap into what's inside. So let's get started. The secret language of light. And I'm going to do that divine feminine first because it's really standing out to me, and I feel like that's going to be the major of our message today. With our divine feminine, it says to us, look beyond the obvious and the superficial into the heart of a matter. Peer deeper into the hidden and explore the mysterious. Remember your vast potential and unlimited possibilities available to you. It is time to trust your intuition, your innermost voice and instincts. This may be a time for stillness, for there are still some unforeseen forces at work, orchestrating the whole universe to bring intense and beautiful experiences. Allow yourself to receive all that you want. Allow yourself to receive all that you want. Nurture yourself and allow all that flows within and around you. There may be an impending marriage or birth around you, either physically or symbolically. The divine feminine wants you to know that there are ways and there's always enough to go around. Abundance is everywhere, and embrace joy. Oh my God, embrace joy. Did we not pull that joy card? I think Spirit talking to somebody today. I think so. Again, we're going to look at that divine feminine. It's telling you that it's time for you to truly embrace who you are, love who you are. Understand that there is always a labor of love, right? Even when we're giving birth to something new or we're giving birth physically, we are in a labor of love. We start with a process, and at the end of it, through the trial of it, through the pain of it, through the harshness of it, through the pushing of it, right? Through the contracting and releasing of those muscles, at the end, we birth something, right? We birth life, new life, transition. And that's what Divine Feminine is telling you. It's time to transition into the new things, right? Transition into the part of you that is what you were meant to be. It says nurture yourself, and all that flows within you and around you, create, right? You create. Not me, not them, but you. Aries, it's time for you to look within. It's time for you to see yourself and know that you are a creator. We are made in the image and the likeness of our glorious God, our glorious spirit, right? Our creator is everything. So if he created us to create, it's time for you to create for yourself, right? To birth those dreams, to birth those innermost desires. That's what Spirit is telling you about today. It wants you to embrace joy, not to feel weighed down with sadness, not to be weighed down with the weight of the world. That's not why you were here. You're not here to feel all that pain and burden. You are here to create positivity. You are a leader, right? Your sign is known to be a leader. Next, I want to look at the joy, right? Because when we're creating, we need to create in joy. Because it's important that that energy that we have, that we start with a positive mindset. So joy is telling to you, the soul journey, is saying a new chapter is beginning for you right now. This time, go easy on yourself. Be courageous, loving, being you. Breathe in the present moment and allow any anxieties to drop away. Allow any anxieties to drop away. Enjoy the journey and stop thinking that the future will bring something better. When the future arrives, it will be now. Step out of the shadow of your past. All that matters is what you decide to do. Wow. Your life is yours to live. It is whatever the way it's meaningful to you. You brought yourself to this life, and you are responsible for the quality of it. You are responsible for the quality of it, not me. I'm just here to deliver the message, okay? As you move forward, you will understand your motives. Experience allows you to better handle crises. You are now deliberately creating a new chapter in your life, and you are such an amazing pioneer. I told you, Aries are known to be pioneers. Your job here on this planet really are to be kind of leaders. You guys are leaders. You have strength, you have tenacity. So it's important to understand that with that, even when you have trials, you have everything inside of you innately to move things forward, to propel things forward, right? A meditation for you is going to be to place your hand on this card, to close your eyes and slow your breathing. Be present in the now by focusing on your breath and follow your breath as it moves in and out of you. Everything in your heart and mind begins to soften. Raise your vibration by reaching for something that makes you smile. You are new and fresh in each moment, filled with the internal wisdom that flows from your accumulated experiences. Keep focusing on what makes you smile. Right now, you can affect change in you and your life by focusing on what you are good at and enjoy. Feel a great sense of accomplishment and serenity as you create change in your life. I'd like you to stay here for about 30 seconds, just breathing and feeling the joy, remembering the things that make you feel so good, remembering the things that put a smile on your face, and create from that place. Create from that place. As you tap into your divine feminine, understand that that is your creative power, right? You are here to create a positive life for yourself, right? Move things forward, propel things forward for yourself. This new chapter, this new journey for your soul brings you joy, honey. And you got to step into that, right? Let's look at your joy. Let's see. So joy. If a thought does not give you joy, then search for one that does. Think that thought for showing you where you don't feel joyful, and then reach for a pleasant thought. You can empower yourself by choosing joyful thoughts. You will disempower yourself by choosing sad thoughts. What will you choose today? Well, apparently you should be choosing joy, honey. Okay? Yes. What will you choose today? There's almost always something to make you feel at ease in every situation. It is up to you to find them. Try teaching for a joyous thought right now. Try reaching for a joyous thought right now. Look around your house at what gives you joy. Turn towards the joy in your life. And if you can't find it outside, go within and create inner joy. If it is not always the easiest thing to do. However, it is one of the most worthwhile things you can do for your physical and mental well-being. Open your heart to allow blissful inspiration to direct your actions, and you will give without expectation. Joy is a natural state of being, and now is the time to honor it. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm excited because when Spirit talks, it don't just talk a little bit. It really, really does reiterate what it's trying to tell you, to hone in the message. It wants you to understand that this phase of your life may not be ideal, right? It may be kind of painful. You might be going through some transitions at work. You might be going through some heartache or whatever. But as you continue this healing process, which is why we're here to heal, right? This channel, the healing channel. You start with your divine feminine. Your soul is on a journey, honey. Use that journey and use joy to create the life that you have, that you need, that you desire. Now we're going to take a look at those Akashic records and see what they also want to tell you. Let's see what's going on there. Again, we got the Queen of Forces. What's beautiful about this card is the duality that it shows. You see your light and your dark, right? And we are created in that. We are created with both good and bad. We have our lower energy and we have our higher vibrational energy. And sometimes it's hard to kind of mitigate those two, right? It's hard to flow in between. Sometimes we get stuck in a lull, and we're like, life is tough, right? But then there are times when we're stuck and we're vibrating high, and we're allowing that sun to illuminate the parts of our life. But always remember, no matter how dark life is, there's always something there to be grateful for. There's always a light there to shine. The moon even illuminates for us in the darkness. It helps to shine the light on the things that we find not beautiful, or that hurt us or make us feel less than. So the Queen of Forces is going to teach us how to look at things from a perspective that we need to, right? I'm going to look at that real quick. Now I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have to put my glasses on for this one because the words are so tiny in this book. Makes me feel like I'm going blind, but I'm not. So the Queen of Forces. Yeah, I'm going to have to pull out those glasses, but I don't know what I did with them, so it's going to kind of wing it today. This card shows a woman balancing the energies of the sun in one hand and the moon in the other, with a river flowing beneath her legs. The Queen of Forces represents a woman who can help bring greater balance to your life. She brings an unusual combination of power, peace, creativity, and receptivity in both her energy and her support. Sometimes this card can represent a person in your life, either a mother or another person, or even yourself, coming into a phase of great power and ability to sustain with wonderful results. There is a gift of grace and serene understanding when this card is upright. And it also brings new roles and opportunities. Oh my God, talk about synchronicities. They're telling you how you're moving forward, right? You're moving forward, but yet you get the Queen of Forces. She is here. This energy is here to help bring you into a new era, right? To a place of joy, a place of power. So yeah, you're on a soul journey right now, and it may feel a little dark, right? But you're balancing those energies. You have the strength and the tenacity that you need in order to move forward. The Queen of Forces could also indicate the appearance of a possible love interest, an associate in business, or a creative project. So for those out there that is looking for love, or who've been waiting for that love to pop up, maybe you've gone through some tough times and maybe you lost your joy because you lost what you felt you had in a person or in a love interest. Maybe it was a physical death. Maybe it was a physical separation. Maybe that was just part of your soul's journey. Maybe the lessons that you needed to learn in that situation have passed, right? We can't stay there forever. We have to move forward. We have to move forward. And when we move forward, Spirit is telling you, hey, guess what? I got you. In the number 12, the scribe, we're going to look at the scribe, right? And we already know that a scribe is like someone who takes down notes and keeps a good record of things, right? So we're going to look at what the scribe has to say. Okay. The learned scribe writes at a high desk. Nearby are a number of other working scribes. In some ancient societies, scribes were simply copies of holy texts, but in many they were the most learned men of their time. People were well versed in law and scripture and philosophy and history. This card indicates a great upsweep in the mind and study for you. If there is a subject in which you want to learn something or be acquainted with, it is time for that. It is not just for the sake of study, although there's always good things in that, but the period of higher mind and higher learning is nothing less than a change in your life. Just as the Wright brothers began studying the flight patterns of birds, you can rise up to the wings of discovery now. There may be a teacher or even an entire school that can help you with this upliftment. Be sure to seek out the right person or place of learning. You could also become a writer, teacher yourself at this time, elevating and contributing to others. So if you have gifts, if you're a good teacher, if you have spiritual gifts, things that you need to give to the universe, give back to the universe, it's time to start doing that. And then we're going to look at the 3 of keys in reverse, right? See what they got to say. And usually our keys kind of represent what's happening in the physical world. These are our pentacles in our traditional tarot. So this is in reverse, so we're going to read it from the reverse section. It says, this card shows that political conflict with co-workers, business management, or your family, or a disruptive group has grown untenable. I don't even know what that word means, but we're just going to roll with it, okay? It's unlikely to change, and some people's positions may topple, or may have done so already. It's time to walk away, even if you can't actually leave immediately. Disengage emotionally. Begin to make plans that will help you put the difficulties, worries, and unhappy people behind you. Don't be discouraged by bringing this to an end. You are creating the space to bring more peace and promise into your life. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is telling you that whatever it is that you were going through, that you've been going through this chess game, it's at an impasse. You're not moving forward. It's time to let it go. It's time to move towards your soul's journey, right? It's time to move towards your soul's journey. Get in touch with your divine feminine. Go inside and create those thoughts and memories. And in that space, you have the joy that you need to move forward, right? You have that joy because the Queen of Forces is with you to create balance, harmony, and joy in your life, right? The scribe, you have everything that you need, the intellect, the power, the will. It's in you. You can teach, you can groom the right teachers. Everything that you need is here. All you gotta do is let go of this energy. This is not what's serving you. That's all I have for you today, my lovely Aries. I don't want to take too much of your time, and it's already been close to 20 minutes. So I appreciate you for coming in. I thank you for listening and receiving the messages that Spirit has for you. Don't forget to think about those meditations. Rewind it if you need to. Go inside, create joy, have balance, and live the best life that you were created to do. Get in touch with that divine feminine because she is part of you. She is part of your creative self, and she is here to help you move towards your passions. Now, if this does not resonate, please don't take it. But if it does, let it stick. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Love and bliss, my people.